On January 25th, Equinox will host a new style team event you won't want to miss. In this never-before-seen format, 10 athletes will be drafted into 2 teams. These teams will battle it out over 2 45-minute halves in a dynamic winner-stays-on format. Athletes score points for their team by submitting their opponents. The point values will be just like the PGF. 6 points for a kill, 3 points for a break, and an extra point if the submission occurs in under a minute. At the end of the competition, the team with the most points will be victorious. But the excitement doesn't end there. The top 4 point scorers advance to a playoff bracket where only one will emerge triumphant. The winner of the playoffs will be crowned the first ever Equinox 175-pound champion and awarded a secret prize. Don't miss your chance to witness this innovative team format.
We are live in the back of Henzo Gracie Austin Heath. As they say, you take what you can get for the inaugural RGA 175-pound mini-season that we're going to be doing. I'm sure you can tell us a little bit more about that. So Heath, start us off. What do we have cooking tonight?
Yeah, exactly. We got 10 of the most exciting athletes that I could find from Texas and around the country. And I tried to base this format on the PGF, one of the most grueling grappling events that happens over the course of a week. I wanted to emulate that over one day. And yeah, it's going to be pretty difficult for these guys. So the way it's going to work is we have 2 45-minute halves. And these athletes are going to go out quintet style, winner stays on, and compete in 6-minute PGF rules matches. But the catch is that if they get to the end of the roster, unlike quintet where it ends and we have a winner, we loop back to the beginning. Okay, so you could have the first guy goes and he submits, and now the roster is like this, right? Mm-hmm. And now we loop all the way around. Maybe there was all ties, and now we're getting this matchup. So this matchup is like one that you would never see, right? So that's kind of how it works. So it's gonna get shifted. It's gonna get moved around, and we're gonna have actually 2 champions. So the whole event is PGF rules, PGF scoring. At the end of the team event, the 2 halves, the 2 45-minute halves, we crown our team champion, and we got a pretty cool prize for the team champion. And then at the end of that event, the top 4 point scoring athletes are gonna move on to a playoff bracket where they're going to fight for another pretty sick prize.
Wow, sounds like a really exciting event. For those that have maybe been living under a rock or your typical jiu-jitsu guy living under a bridge, what should get them excited about competing at a PGF event?
Yeah, so the whole thing with PGF is not only the format but also the rule set. There's this revolutionary rule set where basically Brandon and the guys at PGF, they thought to themselves, what's the worst part about jiu-jitsu matches? Why doesn't your grandma watch jiu-jitsu? Maybe
I could come up with a lot of reasons, but I think the rule set is definitely different. There's some crazy prizes in store for the winners, a lot on the line for these athletes. Let's get it going.
Yeah, let's kick it off.
So first we have, I believe, Niaz Bagirov.
Sorry. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pull the coaches up to the front, and we're going to do a little coin toss to decide the draft order. So the way the draft is going to work is we're going to flip this coin, and the winning team gets to choose either the first pick or the second and third pick. So there's a little bit of strategy in there. Do you think that there's one guy that you really want, take that first pick and give up the second and third pick? Or do you want those second and third picks? You think that those guys are going to be more valuable than the first pick alone? So we're going to flip the coin, and then all the athletes are going to go introduce themselves. And, then we're going to get started. We're going to go through. Coaches are going to draft all their athletes, and then we'll wrap it up. So let's kick it over to the coin toss. I'll be right back. Jason, you want to stand up here?
strategy with my coach.
Bro, for the coin toss, you should have already done that.
All right, you're right.
All right, so look, this is one side of the coin, custom made by Sarusha's brother. PGF World on the purple heart, and the other side, if we can get that in focus, is the Equinox E. All right, so Jason and RGA are gonna be PGF, and Christos and Team Enigma are gonna be the E. So let's flip this coin. No, it went so far away. Oh my god. No! Yes. Alright.
What is it?
It's the E, Equinox. So it's gonna be Christos and Chris picking first. So, I'm sorry, choosing it, what pick they want.
We're gonna take pick 2 and pick 3, so we're gonna pick second. They're gonna have the first overall pick.
So Jason and RGA are gonna get the first overall pick.
Tell them that.
So the first overall pick is going to go to Jason and Team RGA, coached by Dominic Mejia. Haven't heard a lot of words. I've seen some head movement. Don't know if these guys discussed strategy beforehand, but
We're gonna go with Connor. Wait. We have to get all the athletes up. Alright, so we're gonna get all the athletes to come up now, and they're gonna give their little spiel.
So, folks, the athletes are going to come up now, give a little bit of speech, tell you all a little bit about themselves and why they should be picked first.
Yes.
Our first on.
Is this thing on? I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, I know.
No, this part.
Oh, I got
Not
you.
this part.
Yeah, okay, I got you. What's up, everybody? It's great to be here. It's my first time competing in the PGF rule set. I know that there's a huge emphasis on strangles or chokes, and that's pretty much my specialty. It's my favorite thing to do, so I'm always looking to put 6 points up on the board, potentially 7. And yeah, I know that we're here to have exciting matches. Nobody wants to see two dudes just kind of fuck around and play patty cake for 6 minutes. So hopefully everybody that's here, we're planning to really get after it, actually submit each other, and put on a good show. Also, finally, I just want to say I didn't come here all the way from Azerbaijan to sit on the mat and fucking do nothing all day. So I hope that we're going to have some good matches because I'm definitely going to be looking for submissions. Thank you.
All right, Connor.
Our next athlete, Connor Jashin.
Hey everybody, my name's Connor. I'm from Kentucky originally, and now I'm representing 10th Planet Austin. I know we got a bunch of really cool athletes here, great credentials all around, matches that I haven't had before, which I'm excited about, really high level guys. I think what that does for me, though, shows me that I was really flattered in the mock draft to be picked number 1. Hopefully I can kind of go up towards the top as well again. But that just shows the people that have put their hands on me, have felt me on their back and passing their guard, know that I am the real deal when it comes down to it. I'm here to compete and ready. I'm the smallest guy, I think. I haven't had to cut weight, which was really nice for me. On top of that, I like being the small guy. When I started out in high school wrestling, I was 90 pounds coming into the thing in freshman year. So really nothing's changed. It feels like I'm back to it, trying to be the best I can be, usually the smallest in the room. Makes me feel good, makes me feel like every scrap is really worth it. So excited to be here. Thank you guys for being so kind during the mock draft, and yeah.
And our next athlete is Drew Simmons. Oh, yes.
All right, what's up, everybody? I'm Andrew Simmons, or everyone calls me Drew. I do represent the B team. Why should you guys pick me? I, for the first time, have had the opportunity to really focus on my jiu-jitsu in the first month, in the last month. Before that, I was doing a lot of other things that would make me kind of be gone for a month or two at a time, and then I would come for a tournament and just train for a week and then just go perform at the tournament and do whatever I could. In the last month, I would say I've focused on my submissions more than I've ever have. Up until that, I was really focused on my guard, but you never get to see that much. My passing, and realistically creating scrambles and trying to be the most exciting grappler I could be. At this point, I feel like my submissions are better than they ever have. I think in terms of points, as a wrestler, you guys have seen that I take the back quite a bit. You guys have seen that I snap people down and I end up in front headlocks quite a bit as well. So with that being said, I believe that I have great potential to get the most points probably out of anybody. Potential, there's a lot of killers in here, a lot of different styles and a lot of different things that I'm going to have to face. But yeah, like my boy from Azerbaijan said, well, actually, no, he didn't say anything, so. No. Yeah, that's like she picked me. He said a lot, but I just kind of forgot, so. Yeah.
And our next athlete, Omer Nezam.
Hey, what's up? My name's Omer. I did 10 years of Marine Corps Infantry. Just got out in April, thank God. Yeah, I'm not originally from California. I'm from Virginia. To be honest, I think a lot of Californians are a bunch of pussies. But, I mean, that goes along. Like most people know that, But, yeah, I stayed in California because I love 10 Planet Freaks. I'm going to represent, my coach, Gio. Phenomenal coach. And the whole Freak Brothers, Boogie and Gio. Like, I owe a lot to them. So I'm going to go out there, represent. For me, my grappling style, I'm strong on my feet, strong on the ground. I feel like I can get submissions from anywhere. I'm not going to stop until I get that kill. So that's pretty much it. So that's why you should pick me. I'm going to get that fucking kill. That's it.
Our next athlete, Jake Strauss.
Yeah, so I had so much cool shit I was gonna say in my head, and I just completely forgot. But yeah, I think I'm the Swiss Army knife in this competition. Okay, so I think I can really. Okay, let me get a little closer. But I look really good. Holy shit. So I really think I can do anything, and a lot of these guys are good. There's a reason you all got invited, but I think a lot of you probably are good in one area but lack somewhere else, and I'm going to be able to match everywhere, and that's where I think I make a difference. And not to be a dick, but like everybody's speaking, I could kind of just copy and paste, and it's all the same shit. I can't remember anything anybody's going to say, but I'm going to make my mark right now, and I'll make my mark on the mat. I'm definitely planning to make some waves, and I'm going to be a good reason to watch this event. So hope you guys are excited.
Next up is James Powers.
Why should you pick me? Well, I think I'm the number one draft pick, honestly. I think I just had a barn burner match with Jonathan Gracie at the San Diego Open, just a few days ago. And even though I lost, I feel like if I made a few tactical changes, I would have won the match. And for 2 years of grappling that I've done this, I'm already competing against the highest level guys in the sport. And I think my game really plays into the rule set very well. I'm very submission oriented. I'm very versatile. Bottom, top, wrestling. I can submit from anywhere. I have great cardio. I also have a lot of experience with the rule set too, because I was training with David Asari, Abraham Christos before their PGF performances during their camps. So I do have a lot of experience through them in the rule set. And I do believe that I'm probably one of the best athletes on the roster for sure. And that's why I should be the number one draft pick. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Excited to perform. See you tomorrow.
Next up, we got Liam Kim.
All right, guys, I'm going to be so real. I'm really not that good at jiu-jitsu. I mean, I've literally lost to Cameron Rowland 3 times. Nikki Latz on the commentary beats me daily on the mats. But I do have one thing, and that one thing is a chong bar. If you don't know what a chong bar is, just tune in tomorrow because I'm gonna hit about 7 of them. I don't promise any finishes, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. And hopefully after tomorrow, we can all gather up, Team Enigma, Team RGA. We can go to Snowball Rice Ball. We have so many things: boba, taiyaki, bento boxes, grilled salmon rice balls, pork belly. If you're Muslim, I don't know what to tell you, but everyone can come through, okay? And, you know, I'm not asking you to be the first pick. I'm no Davis Asari, but, you know, 3 or 4th, we take those. So, yeah, that's about it.
Next up is Elijah LaMontagne.
Damn, I wasn't expecting to go to that act to follow, but closer to the mic. Right here. I don't think it really matters if I'm picked first or picked dead last. I got a lot of things that I've been personally working on. I think it's just about to be a pretty fun event. I mean, I don't have really much else to say other than I think if you tune in tomorrow, you're going to see a lot of people. Probably get some Christos locks that he's been getting in the new competition, reverse close guard, right? And I think we're going to see a lot of people, you know, just kind of crumble under that maybe. We'll see. But that's all I got to say. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
Next up is Damien Gaston.
Hello, everyone. I hope you can understand what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm a purple belt from Mortales Jiu-Jitsu, Miami. This is the first time I'm competing in like a big event. I'm really excited. I think you should pick me because I have not been submitted the last 3 years, and I've done plus 100 matches, and I'm a submission hunter. That's pretty much it. This is way harder than the matches. Talking on the microphone, I'm super nervous. But yeah, just pick me. That's pretty much it.
And then we have Cameron Rowland.
All right, guys, like they said, I'm Cameron. I'm fighting out at Gracie Baja Jiu-Jitsu in Alamo Ranch under Professor Carlos Andre. What I bring to this competition, I think, is a tremendous amount of competition experience. I've competed many times here at this location at the previous Renzo Gracie Austin gym. So I'm ready to come out here and win. I know a huge hole in my game, it was mentioned by Christos during the mock draft, was my leg attacks. But I've been turning that game around. So that's what I've been focused on, is the defense there. And then this previous ADCC Open, I think I had 5 match wins, 4 by submission, and half of those being leg locks. So I've been turning my game around quite a bit. I've competed here in front of y'all multiple times. They picked me last during the mock draft, so I'm going to make y'all regret that. Whoever picks me this time, ready to get those submissions, get the points, and win that prize. So.
And next up, we have our reserves. So first of the reserves is Campbell Cobb.
All right. Hello. My name is Campbell Cobb. I'm a purple belt under Greg Sirico from Odyssey Jiu-Jitsu in Atlanta. My Instagram username is jiu-jitsu doesn't work. And again, I'm really excited to compete on this card. Again, I'm a jiu-jitsu nerd, so I've watched a lot of your guys' match over the years. Like James just talked about, he had a fantastic match with Jonatas. Jake's been making highlight reels and snapping people's ankles on Instagram since I was a white belt, so super cool to have him in this. The fact that we have two such high caliber coaches as Chris Wolchik and Dominic, it really just pushes all of us to do our best and be our best, knowing that we have guys like that to support us. We have high-level wrestlers in this bracket, such as Drew Simmons, who had an absolutely dominant match on the last Equinox against some poor Brazilian dude whose name I don't remember. But yeah, again, my kind of philosophy when it comes to jiu-jitsu, when I was a white belt, I heard Keenan Cornelius talk about how if you put someone in a position they've never been in before, they're still a white belt. So my big thing has never been really copying other people. I'm looking to kind of impose a unique and creative style on my opponents. And at the end of the day, I'm the reserve, so I'm kind of preying on people's downfall. Obviously, I hope nobody gets injured, but if I do manage to make it in, I intend to put on a show and ultimately show you guys what the South has to say. Thank you so much for having me.
And now we have Peter Pizars.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the roast of Heath Masseray. Just kidding. Love you, Heath. It's great to be here. Yeah, I started training in 2010. It was gi stuff. It was self-defense. I loved it. The next step for me was moving to California. I was training out there for a while. Back then, there wasn't really super fights or anything. Believe it or not, like EBI, the first one had just popped off. If you were taking jiu-jitsu serious, that meant you were going to fight MMA. So I ended up fighting amateur for a little bit, and then shortly after that, Instagram came around, and this all like took off. And not crazy about everyone on Instagram, especially the people that are kind of clowns and making jiu-jitsu look bad. That's sort of why I like this tournament. I like that it's professional, like we're dressed up, you know. It's a combat sport. You can get hurt. I mean, so this is really where it should be headed, so I'm happy to be here. So style used to be takedown, get on top. Then for a long time, I switched to leg locks just to work my bottom game. Now I'm going back to takedowns, being on top, passing, and I'm really like more well-rounded than I've ever been. So as a reserve, I'm just kind of sitting in there waiting for you guys to call to the bullpen and put me in. Let's win some prizes. Yes.
So now we're doing the draft. So now the coaches are going to come up, and we're going to start the draft.
All good. All right, guys. For the first round of the draft for this Equinox event for RGA, we'll be choosing Connor Jastian.
So I'm not sure if we have a camera, but if we do, please, we do. We do have a camera.
Back there.
You guys can come in front of the table.
Yeah.
Bro, I will give you whatever you need for these pictures.
We'll take care of you, bro.
Yeah, we'll take care of you. Don't worry. Sorry to put you on the spot.
Yeah, Charles is pretty great. No, bro.
You're good.
Charles down there. Crazy.
So Connor Jastian is off the board. Now Team Enigma is going to be making their first selection. No free T-shirts tonight, folks.
Sorry, guys. The jerseys are coming tomorrow.
So now Christos is going to make the first selection for Team Enigma.
All right, guys, with the second pick in the Equinox draft, Team Enigma selects James Powers. get zoomed in, Michaela. Get in there. Yeah.
Little, just do like waist up, Michaela.
Yeah, waist up. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Hey.
And now Christos is going to stay up there for the third selection.
Yeah, no, we'll send Chris up here.
And so for the third pick in the Equinox draft, Team Enigma selects Jake Strauss.
So now we go back to Team RGA, who will be making their second selection.
For the fourth round pick for this Equinox, a little closer. All right. For the fourth round pick, Team Henzo Gracie is going to pick Elijah Lamontagne.
And now Team Enigma is on the clock.
There's a clock.
Oh, there's a clock. Lots of strategizing here. The coaches are taking this very seriously.
So wait, who? So Elijah's off the board. Did we scratch him out? Okay, yeah, let's scratch out Elijah. All right.
You gotta write the names and scratch them out. That's 2 jobs. It's a lot.
All right, guys. With the 5th overall pick in the Equinox draft, Team Enigma selects Niaz Baghirov.
And now Team RGA is on the clock.
So, Mr. Latz, what are you thinking about the team so far?
I think it's a little bit lopsided. I could see a little frustration in Niaz's face. I don't know if that was real, but that's an interesting, it's an interesting thought. There's a little bit of desperation in his face, but we'll see how things play out. Dominic Mejia will now be making the third selection for Team RGA.
What is the sixth? Yeah. For the 6th round pick for Team RGA, we're going to go with Drew Simmons.
Shoes, bro. Never mind.
Hold it from the top so it's and the side.
So now Team Enigma's on the clock. To be frank, I'm a little surprised Liam Kim is still on the board after that magnificent speech. The unique ability to plug his business and himself in a single promo in under 90 seconds was just incredible. Here we go to Chris.
All right, with the is the 7th pick?
7th, yeah.
With the 7th pick in the Equinox draft, Team Enigma selects Damian Gaston.
Now Team RGA is on the clock.
Is this 8th round? Yeah. Yeah, we're safe now. For the 8th round pick for the Equinox draft, our Team RGA is going to pick Omer Nizam.
And now Team Enigma is going to be making their final pick of the night. And this is every kid that went to public school's worst nightmare, being picked last.
It's good to be picked first, but it's even better to not be picked last.
So they say. Liam Kim, Cameron Rowland, former competitors. I believe they're now friends. No one can confirm that. The place is rather silent. But here goes Christos for the 5th pick.
All right, guys, final member of Team Enigma. The 9th overall pick in the Equinox draft, Team Enigma selects Cameron Rowland.
I get to see my match.
So if we can, and look, for the speech that Liam just delivered, I think he deserves this moment with his coach. Dominic, take it away.
Okay. For the last round of the Equinox draft, our Team RGA is going to go with Liam Kim.
So now the reserves are going to be selected, starting with Team Enigma will be making their selection.
Yes, Team Enigma. So we go up, then we get. Yeah, just go up and pick your reserve. Okay,
So someone has the ability to join the corner with Liam Kim as the last person selected. We will soon find out who that will be.
Bro, this guy is getting okay. All right, guys. We've got 2 reserves. Our pick for our reserve for Team Enigma, representing Odyssey Jiu-Jitsu, Campbell Cobb.
So now Team RGA has the ability to make their selection for the reserve that is left.
I have to make the decision twice. Well, the announcement at least. For the reserve spot in the Equinox draft, Team RGA is going to go with Peter Pissars. I always forget how to say his last name.
Yeah. So now that the draft is complete, we're going to do a little wrap up here. we're bringing up a special guest, Ethan. Maybe just to kick things off, Ethan, were there any surprises by either of the coaching staffs on either team that really caught you off guard?
No big surprises. I think we actually went into the strategy trying to get the second and third pick just because we like to build our teams versatile. So that was a little bit of a curveball, but we were able to get together and make the right decision.
Nice. I mean, there were definitely a couple of picks that surprised me. I'm just going to say it. Liam Kim's speech was out of this world. I don't know how long he spent looking at the mirror and just going over this, but the preparation, the ability to plug so many different things so concisely was just incredible. It was somewhat disheartening to see him go last. I'm excited to see how he recovers tomorrow. I wouldn't doubt if him and Pete Pizarz are spending all night at Snowball Rice Ball, taking down rice bowls, eating a bunch of, is it belogi? They're eating belogi tonight, folks. They're eating belogi. They're swallowing in their own tears, but they have the opportunity to overcome the adversity they face tonight, tomorrow afternoon, only on Enigma TV. And YouTube. Why not? We're having fun. We're mixing and matching. Everything's free. Yeah, so there's a huge event going on. This is just a small part of it, which is so crazy. We have multiple super fights, and the big dog is the PGF qualifier, a free week in Vegas for the winner of this 155-pound bracket. There are so many jiu-jitsu guys who do so little outside of jiu-jitsu that would give so much for this opportunity. Ethan, I mean, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it's going to be a great season. I'm actually going to be one of the PGF qualifiers coming up, so I'm very, very excited about that. Yeah, be a little bit out of my normal weight. So yeah, a little bit excited about that, but there's some really, really good guys going to be competing tomorrow in that bracket.
Looking at the teams right now, is there a potential matchup that really intrigues you that you would like to see?
I mean, first up, the first picks for each team, we could get a match between James Powers and Connor Jashin. I think that'd be a banger. Both guys like to send it. I know James isn't going to stop moving. I've seen Connor compete too. He did really well at a card here not too long ago. So I think that'd be an awesome matchup.
Yeah, and we could get Liam versus Cameron, number 4. Don't usually see that too much in combat sports. We might get that again tomorrow night. But Ethan, we were talking about this before. Very rarely do you see jiu-jitsu guys dressed up. Usually when you do, it's for, unfortunately, a funeral or a wedding that doesn't normally last very long. What are your thoughts on seeing the athletes and how they presented themselves tonight?
I mean, I think it's a step forward. Obviously, we all want jiu-jitsu to become bigger, right? We want to grow the sport, and it starts with something like having some of your up-and-coming athletes dress up to look presentable. That way we can market ourselves better and take athlete pay forward.
100%. All about these athletes getting paid when it's deserved. So, Ethan, is there anybody's outfit that really stood out to you tonight? Any accessories that you're like, damn?
I'm going to have to go with Jake Strauss's tie. That is unique, and I dig the purple shirt, man. Yeah.
Purple, great color. TCU Horned Frogs, Harvard of the South, Jake Strauss. Didn't know if you knew that, but now you do.
There you go.
That's incredible. I thought there were some very interesting accessories. When Elijah walked in, I thought it was Elton John. But he kept the sunglasses. He wore them well. It's going to be interesting to see what he does really good on the legs. We'll see him in action tomorrow night. Is there anybody else before we go that you're really excited to see out in the mats?
I actually want to see more of Omar Nizam's game. I was just in a bracket with him this past weekend at the San Diego Open, and I thought I saw some really good things, right? Obviously, having a wrestling background myself, I like to see other wrestlers succeed, so hopefully he can get some kills for us.
And Omar with a really good speech as well. He came from California, I believe, then gets on the mic and doesn't want to represent California, which is a tough thing to do given everything that's been happening in California. In a sense, I feel like California's on his back. They're dealing with a lot, the wildfires, a lot of...
I think he wants to hop on the mic.
Yeah, Omar, take it away.
I'm from Virginia, not California, but thank you.
He is from Virginia, but flew here from California. That's an important clarification. All good there. Excited to see what he does tomorrow night.
Guys, make your picks for who you think's going to win.
Yeah, I mean, I think this was well picked by both sides. If I had to guess right now, Team Enigma looks really tough. I feel like Niaz is going to really surprise some people. If that guy grabs a hold of your neck, you better hope he lets go because you're in trouble. Damian Gaston looks like he just came from an open mat. It looks like he might be training after this. I love that kind of dedication. You can't go against a guy like that. James Powers, good on the guitar, on the mats. Usually if somebody plays an instrument, that's a negative. But this guy finds a way to do it. And he uses that as an additional power, no pun intended. I'm excited to see him out there. And then how can you go against Jake Strauss, who I still have not seen what color his eyes are, and I don't want to. That guy's got darkness in his veins, and he's ready to just make it happen tomorrow afternoon. Really looking forward to seeing him. So the event starts at 4 p.m. tomorrow. That's the super fights. The team tournament starts at 5:30 Central Time, free on YouTube. And the qualifier for the free trip to Las Vegas and the opportunity to make a lot of money, $150,000. That, let's just clarify, you will need to pay taxes on that to the jiu-jitsu guys. That starts at 7 Central on YouTube. What an opportunity for these athletes. Ethan, anything else?
No, man, I can't wait to see everybody compete tomorrow. It's gonna
What an
be
incredible show. Thank you all so much for spending your Friday night with us. Hope everyone has a great night. One last thing. If you are in Austin or the surrounding area, $25 tickets at the door. We will see you guys tomorrow. We're mixing and matching, folks. $25 tickets now, $35 tickets if you show up at the door tomorrow. Come see us and watch it live. So the major prizes for tomorrow, the team prize is going to be this big sword that is actually sharp. I don't believe you can take this sword out of the country via an airport, but it does look really cool and can be used to cut things. I mean, let's just leave it at that. The other sword that is in a leather sheath that, to be frank, if a jiu-jitsu guy fell in hard times, I wouldn't be surprised if they pawned that off. But a lot less sharp, and that goes to the individual winner tomorrow night of this mini-season. So a lot on the line for these athletes tomorrow night. Yeah, so appreciate everyone for joining us. We will see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central on YouTube.
Don't miss the show.